Good morning. Welcome to the Working Trader on this Wednesday morning. So, as you have noted, my live streams have shifted to a bit earlier. So, we're now doing them at 6:30, 6:30 to 6:35. So, I'll be starting. And yeah, so for the next 10-15 minutes, we'll be going through the charts. So yeah, if you're finding value in this material, please do hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you know when I post a video or when I go live. When I'm live, you can ask questions about the system if it interests you. Okay, so let's jump onto Forex Factory. So today is Wednesday. We do not have there is high impact news. That's unemployment claims. That's at 1:30, and that is all the news we will have today. All right. So yesterday we had a core PPI, which came out negative for the US, and that has seen the euro gain in strength. So the euro has been bullish. Okay, the euro against the USD has been bullish. That's in part due to the news. Okay, or rather, the news is when the injection of volatility happened and the euro really started to move aggressively. So let's look at the chart and do a recap as we get on to the day. So our internal range is still bearish. Okay, this is what we still have. So the expectation was that this low is going to go. Okay. Now, because we've had a strong, couple of days of bearish momentum, at some point, price will either pause or pull back. So in this case, we have had a strong pullback. Okay, we've had a strong pullback. So it could be that price is pulling back to mitigate this daily demand. This daily supply that is unmitigated before it finally comes out, it takes the low. Or it could be that the low, all right, the higher low. So remember, the swing is bullish, right? And all of this was a pullback. So it could be that this low is the higher low that has now been formed, and now price is starting to print bullish price action, okay, to go on and take out this weak swing daily high. All right, so that could be another option here. So as it stands, we really cannot tell. All right, we really can't tell what price wants to do. So we've had this strong bullish candles thus far. So looking at the 4 hour. So looking at the 4 hour, yesterday we were expecting price to continue to drop from this POI. However, price just is blasted through. Okay, it has also blasted through this one. So now we're starting to see the failure of supply zones. Okay, now we're starting to see the failure of one supply, failure of two supply areas. So what that could mean is price is now switching bullish. Okay, price could now be switching bullish, but at the same time we can see that the internal, right, the internal for this swing, for this 4-hour leg is bearish. So this could simply be a pullback. All right, this could be a pullback before price continues to drop. All right, so right now it's a bit iffy. There's no clear direction really, right? But if we are simply to follow momentum, if we're to simply follow momentum, then we might be looking to then join on the train that's going bullish at the moment. All right, so on the 1 hour, this means that the trade idea that we had around this area, that did not work out. All right, that didn't work out. That trade idea did not work out. So price just blasted through. Obviously we came in here first, had a reaction, and I thought, we could have another reaction before price goes, but evidently price has shifted bullish. Okay, price has shifted bullish. Price has shifted bullish. So looking ahead for today, let's go back to the daily. So looking ahead, price could continue its bullish move to mitigate this those daily supply at extreme that's unmitigated. Okay, so right now possibly that's the expectation that I would have. The price will continue bullish to mitigate that daily supply. And then I look at the 4-hour. So looking at the 4-hour, we have break of structure. So this zone has been eliminated, no longer relevant. So we have that POI. And then we have this POI. Okay, this is not the strongest because it was mitigated over here. All right. Also, we have relative equal lows, so that could easily be liquidated. Where am I? Oh, on the 4-hour. So that could be easily liquidated. So if that's taken, that means so because of those relatively equal lows, that's not a good place. So we have, so as it stands, we do have this POI right at the top. So that's where we could look to go along from. So let's look at the 1 hour. So looking at the 1 hour, what we have is, okay, so we do have this POI at the extreme. So that's where we could look to go along from. and then this one has been eliminated. All right, and then this week high is indeed weak. Okay, so that's why it was run over. Now you could argue whether this pullback was a pullback, or we can just consider this as one extension leg, and then this is now the pullback. So I will say this is one leg, and then I will put my strong low over there. All right, so if that's gonna be my strong low, then that'll be my wick. So in terms of opposing zones, everything has been mitigated. All right, everything has been mitigated, so nothing is fresh. So the only unmitigated area is we have that one, and then we have that one at the extreme of the daily supply. So these are the areas that we have, and then that on a swing range, that's where our strong swing high is. So yeah, there's room for price to move. There's room for price to move. So we could be looking at, let's see, if we put our highs over there, go for longs. So let's say 10. So you have a 12 pip stop, and then 2.2. That right there would be a good move. Okay, because target is hit before we mitigate the daily supply. Okay, target will be made before mitigation of daily supply. So that would be the trade idea for the day. All right, that's the trade idea for the day. So yeah, so currently order flow is bullish, so we're going to stick with bullish order flow. All right, as we can see that supply has been failing. So because supply has been failing, so we have to stick with the current order flow at the moment, and bearing in mind that the swing trend on the daily is actually bullish, so we could continue. All right, so this could be the higher low that has been formed, and this is the start of that bullish move going forward. All right, so this is the analysis for the day, and yeah, this is it. So thank you for watching. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit the notification button, and see you tomorrow 6:30. So the working trader is out. Have a good day.